working. I hear myself. All right, I will have headphones. Hello, YouTube. My name is Manny Fresh. I will be giving you news, stories, some type of positive voice in this negative culture that we are in right now. An election year. I'm repping the Miami Heat today because they're going to play it Sunday. Got my hat in case my hair looks jacked up. So, yeah. Go the Heat. I'm a huge Heat fan, but I'm also conflicted because I'm also a LeBron fan. I was always, talking to my buddies who are Cleveland fans. Shout out to Matt. He's a huge Cleveland fan. I actually called him the day that he went to Cleveland and told him, hey, if you don't mind, I'm going to be a Cleveland fan. At the end of the day, the guy knows how to get to the freaking finals. So what are you going to do about that? You're going to get upset? No, you're not going to get upset. You're going to just go with the flow and say, all right, who's going to beat him this year, if anybody's going to beat him? And of course, the Warriors beat him. The Spurs beat him. Of course, we can't forget the meltdown finals, or at least according to Skip, the meltdown finals, where Dallas beat him, which I believe Dallas was better than them. Who would have thought Miami would have come through the East the way that they did? To be honest, I would have. I've got a buddy, Scott. Shout out to Scott. I called him and told him, hey, buddy, you got to watch out for these Heat. Like, they're coming.
I think Coach Pat and everybody else in the organization did a great job of putting this group together. We've been together. We've been in each other's corner all year long, and it doesn't stop here. We got 4 more to go.
So the team got there because of the team chemistry. Who is the most open guy? And they play together. And they're dogs. They are dogs. Scrappy fucking dogs that just jump around everywhere and grab every loose ball that you possibly can. And they don't care. And they got Bam to go down, and then they got Dragic to go down. When they lost those two in the first game, no less, and then Jimmy goes and rolls his ankle, I'm like, what is going on with the basketball gods right now that they're just shitting all over the Heat? I don't think they're going to win the title. I want them to win the title. I would be, seriously, it would just ruin LeBron's legacy, to be honest with you, if he has a title taken in this format. You got Anthony Davis and LeBron James that are just picking that zone apart. I don't think that they can handle the Heat's grime and toughness and their three-point shooting. Mind you, the Lakers are not a great three-point shooting team, okay? So given that assumption, the Heat already have a leg up on them. In the first game kind of proved it. If it wasn't for them just going on a crazy three-point, the Lakers, they go on a crazy three-point shooting spree. But the first 7 minutes of the game, the Heat came out on it. They blitzed the Lakers. The Lakers even admitted it, like, oh, they punched us in the face. We're going to have to punch them back. And the next game, we're going to have to step it up from the beginning. I do think that they have a chance to win. And I'm telling you now, YouTube, that they will win. They were what the Clippers were representing before they got just tossed by the Nuggets. That's how gritty they are. They are like the personification of what you would assume a gritty team would look like. And I can almost guarantee that the Clippers are looking at the Heat like, that should have been fucking us. This was our chance, and we blew it. And that's the reason why they fired Doc Rivers. That's the reason why they're probably going to blow up the team a bit. I mean, they've got no draft picks for the next 5 years just because they wanted Paul George to be there. George Paul hit the backboard on a 3. That was the most shock. Honestly, I almost dropped my laptop.
They've gotten a number of second shots, though. George, way off. It's the side of the backboard.
They choked. I mean, 0 points. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 0. 0 points in the fourth quarter. You realize what would happen to LeBron James if he went into a game scoring 0 points in the fourth quarter?
LeBron James was pathetic, shooting 35% from the field in that series, made 69% of his free throws, 20% from three.
Yet everyone's like, oh yeah, no, the Clippers, they're just blow up the team, they get rid of Doc Rivers, they'll be back next year, oh, I'm gonna come out of nowhere and just be awesome. No. Then the news comes out and it's like, oh yeah, and they've got no chemistry in the locker room, and people don't look at Paul George, they don't respect him, and it was not win or bust. It was not win or bust league. We just need to run it back next year. All our teammates they just gotta, come together. Could you imagine Steve Ballmer in his face when he heard that? I guarantee you he was steaming. He was steaming like a big old pile of just fresh dog shit, just steaming. Really? It wasn't win or bust? You give away 5 years worth of picks and players to get you there, but we're not trying to win this year? Oh my gosh, the team just wasn't ready. It wasn't ready. Then they lost a Game 7 to a very underrated Denver Nuggets, by the way. Jamal Murray, that dude is the future. He's 22 or something like that? Like, he is a young dude, Canadian, I believe, and he can ball. He was so clutch. He was making stuff with his right hand, with his left hand, spinning. The dude was it was like he was playing a different sport. Jamal Murray, you're the future, buddy. You're the future. And Jokic, that dude he made every center just look like dog shit. I couldn't believe that the Clippers couldn't do a single thing about him. Not a single thing. You guys deserve to blow the team up a little bit, because if that would have been the Lakers, that would have been it. They would have been like, oh, that's it. That's LeBron's over. He's retired. We knew he was a choker. He's known as the clutch. He's got the shot of probably ever, the best shot in playoff history.
It's off to Leonard, defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger?
Even him having that shot, he goes to the Clippers, and then what happens? You choke a fourth quarter to where you don't score a single point? Jordan would never have done that. LeBron definitely wouldn't have done that. I love Kawhi. I love his demeanor. I don't mind that he's quiet. He went to the Toronto Raptors that were already a good team. They had the coach of the year. So he goes to that team. They win a title. Okay, yeah. It was because of him. They were trying to get over that hump. Kawhi put him over there. Congrats. Nothing taken away from him, but that was kind of a gimme. Of course, you've got the Warriors that come out and they lose to their top two players. So the dominoes just fell right in place for him. You've got Kawhi, who was this oh, he's better than LeBron all of a sudden because he won a title after LeBron hurts his groin. And then fourth quarter of a Game 7, boop, goose egg. Back to the point of the Lakers. I think that the Lakers are going to win. However, I also think that my buddies, I think they have a chance if Bam comes back. I just do. Let's just say this. If they had their full team, I think that they can go toe-to-toe with the Lakers. And I think they would play it to a Game 7, and I think that they would probably edge it out. Go Heat, and you my boys, rock them, stun them, make it happen. Don't let them win this Game 3. I'm telling you, all right? YouTube, I got you. Next episode, something more important than my Heat.